Hi, my name is Euler Bropleh, and I run an investment firm called VestedWorld. When I first started in 2014, across all 54 countries, only $180 million had been invested in early stage companies in Africa. When you look at countries like South Korea, Taiwan, Singapore, even in the 1950s, and compare it to African countries, from a development standpoint, it's arguable that African countries were further ahead. But as these countries gained independence, there was a divergence, and the East Asian countries really took off, whereas the African countries didn't. I started to study why that occurred, and the largest things I could see was just a lack of focus on developing the core parts of their economies. That's what led me to focus on investing and building businesses that can help transform the countries where they are, starting with the countries I was most passionate about. I was born in Liberia, and unfortunately, when I was 9 years old, a civil war started in the country, and we were fortunate enough to leave, but many family members stayed behind and are still in Liberia. The population boom that's occurring in Africa is to some extent unprecedented. In the next, I think it's 25 years, the continent's going to add close to 800 million people, whereas most of the world will either be declining or staying pretty level. That creates both an opportunity and challenges. So the challenges are you've got to find ways to engage those people in productive ways so that they can contribute. And if you can't, they're going to have to find alternatives. So the risk of if the African continent can't engage its youthful population in a meaningful way, that could lead to conflict. That could lead to a scarcity of resources. It could lead to more people trying to leave their home country. So our goal is to create the environment in these countries that will be enough to spur those young people that are becoming working age to want to stay and build their careers and build their lives in their home country rather than needing to go somewhere else. Going through the Emerging Leaders program was beneficial, exposing me to how key decisions are made, both here within the city and also nationally, both by my peers who are fellow emerging leaders and also the speakers that we had the chance to interact with really helped shape my thinking around how the world works and influence in some ways some of our strategy and how we were thinking about investing in Africa.